Good afternoon, Afro friends and family. Welcome to another edition of Afro News at Noonish. My name is Alexis Taylor. I am your new news editor at the Afro American newspapers, here with our editorial team. All right, ladies, what did you all do this weekend? Any exciting news?
I went to Bethany last weekend, so that was really fun. I was celebrating a birthday, like two of my best friends are 2 days apart. So we had this little trip to Bethany. It wasn't the warmest weather, but we still enjoyed the little getaway, and I treated it as a vacation personally, even though it's not that far away.
All right. What about you, Dr. Bailey? We have Miss Deborah Bailey joining us as the new DC News editor. Welcome. Did you do anything, cover anything exciting this weekend?
Honey, when I tell y'all about this party they had downtown at the Griot, y'all gonna be ready now. It's gonna be one of my news stories we're gonna talk about, and it was the party of the weekend.
Did I hear that Mary J. Blige was there?
Oh, she was all in there,
in her
all up in the house.
Okay.
And I was all up in the house with her.
I actually want to see your best Mary J. Blige, Dr. Bailey.
Oh, I got one. Don't let the hat and pearls fool you, honey.
All right, Nadia Reese, what did you do this weekend?
Well, the only thing I did that was exciting probably was go to the movies. I went with my family to go see the new Fantastic Beasts movie. Yeah, so it was good. Kind of disappointed because I am a Harry Potter fan at heart, but yeah, it was good.
So this weekend for myself, I was invited to be a guest judge for Do More Baltimore. It is a poetry group here in Baltimore. They work with youth. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I got to sit alongside Miss Chanel Howard with Baltimore City Public Schools. I'm their director of visual and performance art. Dee Watkins was also there. And speaking of Dee Watkins, Nadia, I know you had something you wanted to say about We Own This City.
Yes. So We Own This City is an HBO Max and HBO show. It surrounds Baltimore City and police brutality that happened in the city, and it's based on a true story written by a Baltimore Sun reporter. But yes, definitely go check it out. That story should be in our paper this week.
Yeah, and this is about the gun trace task force that here in Baltimore, several officers from it were indicted, charged, and convicted of corruption that they were carrying out as part of the gun trace task force for years. So all of Baltimore is talking about this. I know Dee Watkins also has an accompanying podcast going along with each episode, so be sure to check that out. But okay, what else is going into print this week and on afro.com? Megan, what do you have?
Yeah, I just had like two things that I wanted to share. So I had the chance to talk with Tamika Peoples, is her name. She is a U.S. Air Force veteran. And she also has a nonprofit that actually supports veterans, kind of just connecting them to resources and different things as they kind of return to everyday life and everything. And she's based in California, but for her nonprofit, she was going to have this event, and she wanted to be able to buy from a Black-owned company these T-shirts, but she also wanted them to be manufactured and produced by Black people. She realized that there was nothing like really in existence like that, and kind of just the lack of representation in manufacturing and production for Black people. So she has started this company called Seed to Shirt, in which every single aspect of their production is run by Black people. It's actually all takes place in Africa and is then taken to a shipping facility in California where she distributes, but it's so that corporations can buy from Seed to Shirt and support Black-owned businesses, and we can bring more production to our community so that when we create things, we still have a foot in how we distribute them, how we produce them, how we manufacture them. But her story was really interesting, and that's going to go up on AFRO.com this afternoon. And then also this month is actually National Mental Health Awareness Month. So I did a podcast speaking with Petrosky Lawson. He is a gentleman from DC. He works at KPM Group, which is a public affairs firm that focuses on individuals with brain disorders. And we kind of just discussed the different stigmas surrounding mental health care in the Black community and how we can kind of help to reduce some of those stigmas.
Thank you, Megan. And kind of piggybacking off of what you're saying with mental health in the Baltimore section, we have several stories about ways to improve mental health. So we talk about relationship trauma and how to work your issues out in therapy. We talk about how to use mental health tactics such as going outdoors, hiking, adding physical activity to your daily routine so that we can improve physical and mental health. So all of that is coming in the Baltimore section. Dr. Bailey, what do you have for DC?
Well, honey, Deborah went on down to the griot on Saturday night on this side of I-95. We're going to bring it down on this side of I-95. Byron Allen, who is the owner of the griot newspaper, he knows how to throw a party. So in honor of April Ryan, one of our hometown heroes on the other side of I-95, the Baltimore side, Byron Allen and the griot threw a wonderful, wonderful party in recognition of April Ryan's 25th year of serving as a White House correspondent. And we are so pleased to be down there, to be able to cover it. And he brought guests from Hollywood. Folk flew in. And not only did he honor April Ryan, but he brought one of his friends, Mary J. Blige, to participate in the party along with it. And the other real quick story that we have is the Kingdom Fellowship Church here in suburban Washington is doing a wonderful, wonderful thing that you're going to have to pick up the AFRO this Thursday and read about. What they are doing in terms of serving the community, I'm not going to tell you. You got to come pick up the paper and read it.
All right. And if you don't already have your subscription, please make sure that you reach out to Ms. Dana Peck, who can make that happen for you. Get the AFRO right to your door. All right, ladies. Anything else that you all want to add?
Everybody have a great week. Enjoy the warmer weather this week too.
Yes, enjoy the weather. Try to stay out of the pollen as best as you can. Thank you so much for joining us for another edition of AFRO News at Noonish.